The tail mistake most new cat parents make. Your cat is trying to tell you something right now, and you are probably missing it completely. Most new cat parents look at that fluffy tail and think it is just a cute little handle to grab or play with, but that is a big mistake you need to catch fast. Most people think a quick tail grab is harmless or just a way to stop their cat for a second, but for your cat it feels rough and way more intense than you think. Pay very close attention, because once you see what your cat feels in their body, you will know why the tail is a no-go zone. You are not doing anything wrong by wanting to play, but here is the thing most people never get told. When you understand how that tail actually works, you will know exactly where your hand should go instead to make your cat feel safe. Why the tail is not just fluff. A cat's tail looks soft and simple from the outside, but inside it is busy and built for real work all day long. Now here is what most first-time owners never get told. That tail is actually part of your cat's spine, which means it is not some loose extra bit hanging off the back like a toy. It has small bones linked in a line with muscles and joints, and it is packed with nerves that help your cat feel every tiny touch. That alone changes how you should think about your cat, because when you put your hand on the tail, you are not touching dead fluff. You are touching a body part your cat uses every day with care and fine control, and that is why many cats notice tail contact right away. And this is where it gets really interesting. Picture your cat walking along the back of the sofa or hopping off the bed and turning in a tight space. The tail helps with all of that by working like a moving counterweight to help the body stay steady while the rest of the cat shifts speed. Your cat keeps adjusting it in tiny ways you may not even see, so it is always in use. Now think about what that actually means for you at home. The tail also speaks for your cat long before a sound ever comes out of their mouth. You will often notice a loose upright tail when your cat feels good, but you might see a low tail when they are unsure. A hard lash means they are worked up, and a puffed tail means they feel scared, so the tail is not just for motion. It is also how your cat sends signals to you and the world around them. That means the tail stays on alert at all times. Your cat uses it to move and to speak, and when you grab it, you stop both of those jobs in 1 second. Most people never mean any harm when they do this, and that is completely okay, but your cat still feels the grab as a sudden loss of control. Imagine trying to keep your balance while someone clamps a hand on your arm at the same time you are trying to point at something. It would feel very jarring, wouldn't it? For your cat, tail contact can land just like that, and it is very hard for them to ignore. This hits even harder with a new cat because your bond is still growing in those first few weeks. Your cat is still reading your hands and your voice, and each touch teaches them if they can really trust you. Gentle touch says you are safe, but a rough tail grab might make them pull away. If this helped you understand your friend better, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share for some cat kudos. What can go wrong when you grab, hold, or pull it? Your cat is trying to tell you something right now, and you are probably missing it completely because a lot of tail mistakes look tiny from your side. You might reach down for one fast grab as your cat slips past your legs, or maybe you hold the tail for a beat because you want them to stay put. Most new cat parents do one of these things without even thinking, and that does not mean you are bad at this. It simply means you have not been shown what that touch feels like from the cat's side yet. The quick grab is something that happens at doorways all the time. Your cat darts for the exit, you panic, and your hand goes right to the tail because it is the last part of them still near you. In that moment, you are just trying to solve a problem fast, but your cat does not read your good reason. They feel a sudden catch from behind with no warning at all, and that can spark a full-body jolt that stays with them. Holding the tail to stop them from moving is another thing people try, mostly because it feels gentler than picking the cat up. It looks like a small gesture to you, but to your cat, it can feel like being pinned by one body part while the rest of their body still wants to move. That mismatch between their mind and their body can bring on a lot of stress very fast. Then there is the playful tug, which is a move that fools a lot of loving people because the pull might be light and the cat might not react right away. But here's the thing. No big reaction does not always mean they are comfortable. Some cats will freeze for a second or turn and stare, and others will store that bad feeling for later before they start avoiding the hand that did it. What your cat feels in that first second is not just a bit of pain. It can also be a total shock because the touch came fast and from a place they could not protect well. It can be fear because their body lost the power to choose for a moment, and that creates a burst of alarm that makes a cat whip around to check what just happened. So pay very close attention to the reply right after you touch them. A tail that starts flicking hard is telling you the cat is upset, and skin that jumps along the back usually means the touch pushed things too far. A sharp turn of the head or wide eyes are all part of the same message, and your cat is not being rude when they do this. They are just drawing a clear line with the only tools they have. Some cats go quiet instead of getting loud, and that is the part that gets missed all the time. Your cat might walk off, stop purring, or keep more space from you for the rest of the day. That is still feedback you need to hear. Silence does not always mean the touch was fine, and sometimes it just means your cat chose to walk away instead of starting a fight. The risk itself has a wide range. On the mild end, one bad tail touch can leave your cat tense and less open to being petted for a while. That still matters, because each rough moment teaches your cat that hands can be hard to trust. On the far end, a hard pull can do real harm to their spine, and that is not something anyone should brush off as no big deal. This matters even more with a new cat because trust is built from one small moment to the next. If your cat starts linking your hand with being grabbed or held against their will, petting no longer feels simple and safe. Your cat might even start to brace themselves before you even touch them. And once that happens, even a kind touch can get read through that old worry first. So if the tail is a no-go zone, where should your hand go instead? The safe zones most cats like first. Start at the face. For most new cats, that is the safest place to begin because it is where many friendly touch signals already happen. When your cat rubs their cheek or forehead on you, that is called bunting, and it is how they leave pheromones behind. Think of these as invisible scent signals that help your cat mark you as someone safe and familiar. So when you pet the cheek or the space above the eyes, you are working with a part of the body your cat already uses to be social. That does not mean every cat wants the same amount of touch, but you are far more likely to get a soft yes there than if you start with the tail or the belly. Here's exactly what to do. Hold one finger still near the side of the face, let your cat close the gap themselves, and if they press in, give one slow stroke from the cheek to the forehead. The next easy win is under the chin and along the side of the jaw. Many cats like this because they can stay in control while still enjoying the contact, and you can see the answer clearly if you pay very close attention. A cat who likes chin rubs will often lift their head a little or angle their face toward your hand instead of stepping away. Use very light pressure here. Think soft, small, and slow. Put 2 fingers under the chin for 1 or 2 gentle rubs, then stop and wait for a second. That pause matters a lot because your cat gets to vote with their body instead of having the touch keep coming after they were done. If your cat leans back in, you have your answer, and if they pull away, you are not doing anything wrong. You just learned where the line is for today. A lot of cats also enjoy the base of their ears, but this works best when your hand arrives calmly from the front where they can see it. A hand dropping from above can feel like a scary surprise, especially in that first week. When the touch feels good, you will see the eyes soften and the whiskers rest forward as they guide your fingers back to the same spot. Keep these rubs short at first. Most people lose the good mood by doing too much after they already got the yes. Your cat is not being hard to please here. They are just showing you that a nice touch stays nice when it stays brief. After the face and head, you can try the shoulders and the upper back. This is often a calm place for simple strokes when your cat already feels settled near you and is not on high alert. Run your hand from the shoulders a short way down the back, then stop well before you reach the tail base. That last part matters because some cats enjoy lower back touch later, but for a new cat, that area can flip from nice to too much very fast. Watch the whole body, not just the purr. Purring can show they are happy, but it is not the only sign that counts. A true yes often looks like staying near you, leaning into the hand, or giving you a slow blink. Sometimes the clearest sign is very simple. Your cat does not leave the room, and then they ask for more. There are also places many people want to pet too soon, and the belly is the big one. A cat who rolls over is not always asking for belly rubs. Very often that pose just means they trust you or want to stretch, and a hand on the belly can make them feel too exposed. The paws are another area to leave alone at first because cats rely on them so much for safety, and that is completely okay. Your cat is not being cold. They just have favorite spots, same as you do. Use the parts your cat offers to you. If your cat pushes their face into your hand, pet the face. If they turn their chin up, go there. If they stay by your side and soften through the shoulders, keep the strokes there and keep them short. Safe zones work best when they feel chosen by the cat, not assigned by you. If this helped you understand your friend better, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share for some cat kudos. How to pet your new cat without crossing the line. Your cat is trying to tell you something right now, and you are probably missing it completely. Most people think petting is just about showing love, but it is actually a conversation where your cat wants to have the first word. To start off right, just put out one finger near their cheek or nose and keep your hand very still. Wait a beat longer than feels normal, because that tiny pause lets your cat sniff and decide to come in on their own terms. When your cat finally chooses your hand, you need to keep that first round very short. 1 or 2 soft strokes are usually enough to start, and then you should stop before your cat even has to ask you for space. This is the part most new cat parents skip because the cat looks so sweet that they just want to keep going. But here is the thing, short rounds work better for building trust than long ones ever will. After each short round, you need to check the reply to see if they want more. If your cat leans back in or bumps your hand with their head, that is a clear sign you can keep going. But if the head turns away or the skin on their back gives a quick little ripple, you should stop right there. Your cat is not being fussy or mean. They are just giving you clean and honest notes about how they feel. Now here is what most first-time owners never get told. You have to watch the whole cat, not just the face. A cat might still purr even while their tail starts to lash, and that mix of signs can really fool you if you are not careful. The body tells the full story, so watch for the moment your cat holds still or starts to brace. Those small shifts show you exactly when a nice touch is about to turn into too much stimulation. Try to keep these early sessions brief even when they seem to be going great. Trust grows best from many calm wins that end while your cat still feels good, rather than one long cuddle that goes a bit too far. That means you pet them, pause, watch their reaction, and let the cat walk off while they still have that happy feeling. If you have already grabbed the tail or belly once or twice, please do not panic. Most people do this without realizing it is a mistake, and that is completely okay because it can be fixed. Just keep your hands in the safe zones from now on and let your cat see this new pattern. You do not need to force a reset, you just need to show them that you are listening. Conclusion. One simple rule for every petting session. If a body part helps your cat move or steer, like their legs or tail, just treat it like a no-grab zone for now. Keep your touch on the spots where your cat leans in, like the chin or the base of the ears. If this helped you understand your friend better, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share for some cat kudos. Then watch your cat tonight, notice the first spot they offer you, and start there.